Broken in debt, I took the first job that was offered to me at a nonprofit for traffic safety, and I know nothing about traffic safety, and I didn't know what to expect from my first office job, but I was hopeful. But it did not take long for my youthful hopes to be dashed as I walked along the silent corridors of colorless cubicles and sad and sleepy-looking office drones staring at their computer screens. It became clear quickly that the only joy I would ever experience on this job would be when there was an excuse for a baked good, of which there were many. Daily, in fact. Maybe there was a birthday or an engagement or retirement or someone broke their arm or someone got the cast off their broken arm. Every day there was an excuse and the whole office would be abuzz with excitement. I'd get an email about donuts. I'd get a phone call that there were donuts, and every single person who passed my desk would be like, hey, there's donuts in the kitchen. There's donuts in the kitchen. There's donuts in the kitchen. Donuts! After many weeks passed, I understood. I understood that the sweet, sweet taste of sugar was the only sensory pleasure we would ever have. The worst days were when my boss would bring me into his office and he would just drone on like a busy signal. I could barely keep my head up. He loved jargon and he had an uncanny knack of overusing and misplacing air quotes like, I believe our agenda is robust and I'd like you to spearhead this effort with the YouTubes. It was on one of these days when I'd been listening to my boss drone on, I'm eating sugar by the spoonful from a box, that I left work feeling pretty down and defeated, and I walked along 15th Street near Lafayette Park, just pondering my life. And then I saw this guy, a very tall and very fit black man with pink spandex and big yellow headphones, was running by. And I noticed him because it wasn't just running, he was running backwards, and he was spinning and whooping and yelling at the passersby. And I was frozen, transfixed, and fascinated by his enthusiasm and his energy. And I thought to myself, oh my God, he's crazy. He must be crazy. And then I thought, wait, is he? But if he is, that's an awesome kind of crazy. I want to be that kind of crazy. And then I realized, wait, he's running into oncoming traffic on New York Avenue. What should I do? Should I rescue him? I mean, I am a traffic safety professional now. But before I could make a move, I hear this voice over my shoulder. Yup, that's Cedric. And I turn to see this park policeman, and he's obviously been watching me watch this guy. And he reads my mind, and he says, he's the same as you and me. He's been coming out here every night, at least as long as I've been on the force. And he reads my mind again, and he says, that's 6 years now. I was amazed and inspired, and I wanted to shout, Cedric, wait for me, I'm coming. But he was too far away and way too fast for me to catch up. I watched as he spun off into the distance, and I thought to myself about how I'm spending my days, plodding along, hating my life, thinking my only choice is to endure and be miserable. But this guy makes this choice every day with his boundless joy. And every day during the day he did his accountant things. But he knew that somewhere in some drawer he had some pink spandex waiting for him, that at the end of the day he's going to take out and he's going to go for a spin and a whoop. And it occurred to me that if he can make that choice, then I can make a different choice too. I stayed at that job for a few more months, but I doubled down on my efforts to build and expand this tiny storytelling series called The Speakeasy. And today, that is Story District, and 10 years later, that is a career that feeds my soul every day. But when I get down or I get stuck, I think about Cedric, and I ask myself, WWCD, what would Cedric do? My name is Amy Saidman. I'm the director of Story District. I will be your host for tonight.